Alright, so we had a blessed day. Today is Wednesday and we up around $7,500 just for the day. The shirt probably took me like around two days or so.
Alright, so blessed everybody, hoping all is great. What we're going to talk about today is things that stop me from being profitable in the forex trading market, and when I hit my aha moment. And what I mean by my aha moment, like when everything clicked, when everything like, damn, it was that easy. I had one of my members in Forex University message me like 2 days ago. They was like, Desmond, why you wasn't explaining this to me before? And I was like, yo, everything I tell you today is what I've been telling you for the last 3 months. It just finally clicked. Why? Because you finally stop making things difficult for yourself. I mean, like when you're talking about support and resistance, instead of you looking at the market and you thinking that it's a whole different language and you overcomplicating everything. No, you don't have to do that. All you have to do is keep everything simple. A certain way how I talk about support and resistance. When I talk about support and resistance, I look at support and resistance as roof and a floor. And the next person can look at support and resistance as supply and demand. I see a lot of guys just use order blocks and Yo, too much things. It has hurt my mind, yo. Even comprehending everything what everyone is out there inside the market. But I have a list of things, yo, that I just wanted to talk about. Number one is find an edge in the market. When you find your edge in the market, when you find your strategy, stick to your strategy no matter what the situation is, yo. Why I say stick to your strategy? Because you can't really know if your strategy works just by one trade, 2 trades, 3 trades, 4 trades. No, it don't work like that. How you find your strategy is over a span of 20 trades. After 4 months of trading, did you end the 4 months profitable, or did you end the 4 months in drawdown? Did you end it in negative? Did you break even? Like, that's how you find out if your edge is profitable. You don't find out the edge is profitable by just taking a trade, and if I lose, then the strategy bad. No, because all strategies have a failing period. Even like I in a trade now for USD JPY. I wish I could have switched my camera around, but I'd probably just pop it up like Rachel. I in a trade now for USD JPY, and I've been in drawdown for the past 2 days. 2 days I've been in drawdown. But most traders don't talk about when they in drawdown. They just show like, hey, I in a bunch of profit, and that's how the forex trading markets work out. No, it don't work like that. I've been inside this trade for damn near 4 days. So 2 days out of this, I've been in profit. In the next 2, I've been in drawdown. And drawdown for me, at a certain period of my life, I didn't even know that I could reach this amount of money. So being in drawdown, let's say an example, $10,000. I didn't even have $10,000 a year ago, 2 years ago. I couldn't even imagine $10,000 in my name. But I don't want to get off course. Next, you have to keep trading simple. No matter what the situation is in forex trading, you have to keep everything simple. Yo. Like I was talking about with the support and resistance. Me looking at support and resistance as a floor and roof is one example how you can understand forex trading in the simplest way. The next way is when you're looking at the markets. You don't have to focus on so many things. You could look at the market as, hey, let me follow the trend of the market. Price bearish on the 4-hour, price bearish on the daily, price bearish on the weekly. Okay, all my time frames telling me that, hey, price is going down. Let me only look for sells. And because I'm looking for a sell in the market, I know to myself that any position would tell me I should buy right now is invalid. So because I'm looking for a sell, I say price floating in the middle of an area. All you now waiting for is for price to reach your resistance. So let's say if price break past your support, all you now wait for is price to reach your resistance to now head back down. You understand? Because remember, we trade off support and resistance. We don't just trade in random zones. No matter what the situation is, you always have to follow your strategy. And that's why I say, keep everything simple. Number 3, follow your trading plan. Yo, no matter what the situation is, yo, you have to follow your trading plan. Like I said before, remember, everything I say can keep back tracing on things I did say before, because nothing changed, yo. Absolutely nothing changed. Follow your trading plan. Why I say follow your trading plan? Because the moment you don't have a plan in the market, even if you win a trade, you was completely wrong, because you still don't know what you're doing. You can't mimic what you did before because you were just acting with the emotions. The forex trading market ain't about emotions, yo. It's about a system. What is your system? Do you trade this system? And what I mean by system is, do you trade with the trend of the market? Do you trade off only support and resistance? That's almost like me flipping heads and tails. I pick heads no matter what the situation is. Every single time with the 10 tries, I pick heads. And you pick heads and tails, heads and tails, heads and tails, heads and tails. At the end of the day, I can be more profitable than you because You can't predict every single trade. You don't have to be right every single time. That's why I tell everybody that, hey, no matter what the situation is, always practice risk management. Yo, you only have to be profitable around 30 to 20%. Everything started to fall right in place. But next, not focusing on being profitable. Yo, this one hit out the ballpark, because you don't become profitable by trying to be profitable. You become profitable by actually following your trading plans, making good decisions in the market, keeping your emotions out the way, following your trading plan, trusting your trading plan. And the only way you can trust your trading plan is by generally applying it, by having the confidence to even hop inside a real trade. You understand? So everything trickles strictly off trusting you. By everything generally trickles off time. Like, you generally have to trust it, and you have to give it time. You generally have to be realistic with the market. You have to find an edge. You have to keep trading simple. You have to follow your trading plan. You have to stay consistent. You have to stay disciplined. Like, all these things just comes up and makes you a way better trader. But you don't have to always remember these things, yo. After like a long period of time, of doing it, it becomes almost like second nature. Like I said earlier, like driving a car. You don't have to think twice about driving a car. Like, you don't generally have to think about, hey, let me press brakes when I get at the roundabout. No, yo. You know, when you go at the roundabout, you chilling, listening to your Bob Marley. You gonna press brakes, yo. That's second nature. See this in? Next. Not focusing on winning or losing a trade. Yo, once again, don't focus so much on trying to be right. Don't focus on none of that, yo. Once you enter your trade, you have to trust your trading plan. Why? Because losing is inevitable inside the trade market. But if you trust your trading system, everything will play out just fine. Let's say you lose three trade.
Alright, so my camera ended up dying, so I had to start the video over on a brand new day. But don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to leave a comment and let me know which video you think I should do next. But bless everybody, let's get back to the video.
Next, you have to get funded, yo. Getting funded changed my whole entire life. Over the years, I probably blowed like 30 funded accounts, 30, 40 funded accounts. Nah, I started to not believe in it, because I was like, yo, I curse or something, and I don't even believe in that. Like, I was a big Christian, yo. I don't believe that none of those things could ever happen to me. I completely believe that God could protect me, but I started to question myself, like, yo, every trade, everything going wrong. And I started to realize that, yo, I just wasn't passing my funded accounts because I generally just don't know how to trade. Until I started to actually take trading seriously. I started to journal. I started to do everything what I telling y'all to do today. And I first passed my funded account, and my first ever payout was $10,000. Yo, it completely changed my whole entire life. Like, I actually felt like a big burden was lifted off me completely, yo. Like, my camera ended up dying again. I have to keep it on charge. I just keep taking it off charge. A big weight was lifted off my shoulders. Like, yo, all the work actually paid off. And I looking at the money in my bank account, like, damn, I actually did it. Like, God actually allowed it to happen. I actually made it in Forex trade. But I then realized after my first payout, I didn't know how to do it again. And I realized that these steps is something that I was missing. I made money from trading, but I just didn't know how I did it. And I realized that, hey, me following my system, me following these things, me doing this allows me to follow my system. Because after I made my first payout, I realized that after this, I was completely only chasing money. I only wanted to make that big $10,000 a day again. But next, yo, two funded companies that I would tell you to go with is FundedNext and FTMO. To me, they're just the best funded trading companies out there. Why? Because I never had a problem getting a payout from FTMO or FundedNext. Like, to my knowledge, they're the two best ones. And the reason I would tell you to get funded, let's say you have $100 in your bank account and that's all you have. It's the financial markets at the end of the day, yo. You can't really do nothing with $100. So what I would tell you to do is to take that same $100 and buy a $6,000 funded account from FundedNext, or you could buy a $10,000 one from FTMO, and you'd have way more equity. You have way more money to trade with. So you could trade in percentage wise. You could focus on what you need to do. You could focus on percentages instead of profits, because if you have $100, you only focusing on flipping that $100, yo, and that's not the right thing to do. But if you have a bigger equity, so let's say you have $100 and I have $100,000 to trade with, I know within myself that every month I only want to make 10%. So every month I'm only chasing 10%. Not chasing, but I looking at 10%. You generally trying to flip this $100 into 200, 200 into 600, 600 into 1200, 1200 to 10,000, 10,000. Too much, yo. You can end up blowing your account. Why? Because for you to even reach those type of numbers, you have to risk your whole entire account. Whereas for me, I know within myself, hey, I have an A+ setup. With my A+ setup, I only looking for and when this setup comes, this probably only comes once a week. Whereas for you, you would have to trade down there 14 to 15 times. You understand? I only had to take 4 trades this month. You had to trade about 15 times this month just for you to get a partial of what I would make. But all I did was put my money into a funded company. I have way more equity than you. You trying to flip your funded account. You understand? You can't even be a real trader without equity because you're forcing trades. Next, giving myself a realistic time frame changed my whole entire life. After I said I passed my first funded account, I bought another funded account and blew it. And I was like, yo, what the freak did I make? Like, what did I do? What did I do so different? And I realized, yo, I wasn't focusing on being profitable. I wasn't focusing on trying to make money. I just was like, yo, I can follow my trading plan. And that's how I became profitable. You don't become profitable by genuinely trying to be profitable. You become profitable by giving yourself realistic time frames, by making good decisions, by following your trading plan, by practicing risk management. You become, and with those things, they make you a profitable trader. You understand? All right, so let's say you do those 3 trades on. With the 3 trades, you know within yourself that, hey, you was risking $100, but each trade, you was profiting like around 300. So you got a 1 to 3 risk reward ratio. And let's say for your first trade, price coming close to your take profit, you didn't take your profit, and you just set and forget. Price is just stop loss. Cool. You can't beat yourself down, yo. Just gotta eat it and move on to the next trade. The second trade, price went into profit just a slightly bit, hit your stop loss. Now, lost 2 trades back to back. The silliest thing you can do, yo, is to get super emotional in this. All you generally have to do, yo, is trust your trading plan once again. So let's say you up inside your third trade, you go again, so 1 to 3, and you now lose $200, right? Don't let it get to your head. But let's say if it does get to your head and price, you take your third trade and price is going up to your take profit, and you tell yourself, yo, I don't want to lose money. Bad mindset, yo. From you telling yourself like, hey, I don't want to lose money in the markets, you're already freaked out. You understand? So let's say you have 3 traders. You have one who don't want to lose money. You have the next one that completely set and forget, meaning he let his trade run completely. You have a third one who kind of iffy and just kind of super emotional. The first trader, from price reach around, let's say 1/3 of the way, he ended up closing, taking his profits. He didn't want to freak out. And price continued. Now he regretting closing the trade. The second trader completely left the trade alone. He got a profit in around $300. So for the whole entire week, he profited $100 because price went straight to his take profit. He first lost 200. Now he profited 300. So his overall profit is $100. The third trader, he inch and inch, like he moved his stop loss from being negative $100 to put it at break even. So the second and the third trader is, to my knowledge, would be the best traders. Why? Because they didn't think emotionally, they think logically. The 2 traders at the end told themselves that, hey, no matter what, I believe in this trade. I took this trade because I believe in it. Let me not just panic. Let me just trust my trading plan. Next, get funded, yo. You have to get funded. Yo, have to get funded. Getting funded changed my whole. Next, don't compare yourself to nobody, yo. Don't rush your trading journey for nobody. Trading is a one-on-one thing, so even if you're doing it with a friend and you see this friend surpassing you or they sliding behind, don't worry about them. Yo, trading is a one-on-one thing, yo. Can't take nobody with you. And 9 times out of 10, that person you're trading with, you're gonna have to separate, yo, because you might look at the markets one way and he might look at the markets another way. You can't really do trading with a big team. And always keep in mind that the only traders that don't make it are the ones who generally quit, yo. If you think about it, that is completely true. Everybody who didn't make it in the Forex market are the ones who quit. That's literally all it is in trading. But what I generally forget, this video, I bought a new mic. Still didn't wear it because I ain't used to it. Like, I completely forgot about it. But don't forget to like, don't forget to comment, and don't forget to subscribe. But bless everybody. Hoping everybody have a good day.